Ran second here in 2008. We were looking at our notes. Both times we pitted, we missed the caution by a half a lap, and both times we were running second on the racetrack and came out in the 20s. And I mean, it was the way our fuel strategy worked out, and it just killed us. So hopefully we don't have that problem today.
Question?
Hi, Jimmy.
Hello.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Is there going to be Johnson Motorsports in the future? And if so, can we buy stock?
Man, I really don't have a great desire to own a race team, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. I watch these car owners spend so much money, and it's a lot of work. I like showing up with my helmet and crashing someone's car and like, hey, I'm sorry.
Look how happy Tony Stewart's been lately.
Yeah. I mean, and he's doing an amazing job. I mean, I've got to give him a ton of props for doing what he is, or what he's done. But I talked to Harvick and talked to Kyle Busch about his truck, experience. I don't know what you even call it right now. He calls it a disaster, but it's just tough. And then what's really hard, it's, this sport, you don't have any hard assets to sell off if you decide to go on and do something else. Every car you bought, you're lucky if it's 25 cents on the dollar. Your equipment's all depreciating. The only good asset you have is a building, but then it's a purpose-built building. It's a tough sport, and I really admire the owners that have made the sport what it is today, because they've spent a lot of their money to make it happen.
Okay. Another question?
What's up, buddy?
Hi, Jamie.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Do you have a question? I know it's tough with that microphone.
Do you know who Travis is?
I'm sorry?
Travis Pastrana.
Where is
you know
Pastrana?
Who Travis
I do know Travis, yes. I don't know where he is, though. He's probably jumping out of an airplane without a parachute or something right now. I saw him a couple weeks ago at the dirt race, at Tony's dirt race. It's clear that he doesn't spend a lot of time in a dirt car. And then there's one chance to do something, he jumps off the front of Ricky Carmichael's race car and was airborne. So he lived up to his normal act. We're good. He still signs the paychecks and life is good.
Yeah.
No, we're good. You have those things, it doesn't matter if it's a teammate or another guy on track. And through the 9 years I've been in the sport, I really haven't had a flare-up with a teammate. And then it happened, and Rick let it go for a week or so. And then once it started to escalate, Rick had us on the phone, and he did a lot of talking. We did a lot of listening and a lot of yes, sir. We understand. Yes, sir. And everything's good.
Why were you so far back?
I don't know.
Do you want to be a track owner?
Track owner.
Track owner?
I don't know. I'm not sure. The tough thing I have 2 younger brothers that want to race and are convinced that I'd be a great team owner, so I've had to fight that off for the last 10 years.
Okay, go ahead. Yell it out and I'll repeat it for you. Who's your greatest competition?
I think this weekend it will be the 47 car, and then a close second will be myself. I will have to argue with myself all the way around the track to stay on the road. And from a competitive standpoint, I think we're good, but it is so easy to get in trouble here that you get aggressive, make a couple good corners, you're like, okay, I've got this under control, and the next thing you know, you're in the dirt. So
it's a lot different. You don't have time really to collect your thoughts on this track, do you? You don't have a long straight. You're setting up for everything all the way through.
Which is kind of good, because I don't think very well.
Really?
I'm better at reacting.
You just react?
Reacting is so much better. They really do.
Yeah.
Like Pocono, it's actually a bad thing that you have the long straightaway, because you have a mile to think about what you're going to do when you get to the turn, and usually by the time you get there, you've overthought it and make a mistake and blow the turn.
Yeah. Any part of this track give you a real problem?
For me, this turn 4 back here that we call turn 4 is pretty exciting. The braking zone, there's a lot. It's downhill, so when you're on the brakes, the front end of the car travels, and the rear gets light, and the car wants to wheel hop. And then you get
right over there.
You take some of the first curb, and then that, depending on how much of that curb you take, it sets the chassis, and then you come over the next curb. And you hope that the car catches just in time to miss the end of the wall.
I was going to say, that comes up pretty quick, doesn't it?
I don't know how Casey Kane did not tattoo that wall in qualifying. I don't know if anybody saw it, but he actually at one point only had the left rear tire on the ground, and he's still in the gas going. I'm like, yeah.